Get smoother, brighter skin instantly in one easy step. Dermalogica's daily microfoliant gives you the smooth, glowy skin you want without damaging your skin barrier. This gentle exfoliating powder activates with water to smooth out rough texture and brighten skin. It's powerful enough to deliver results, yet gentle enough to use every single day, even on sensitive skin. See the results for yourself. Visit Dermalogica.com and use code SMOOTH at cart for an exclusive free gift with $65 purchase.
What it do? It's your boy DJ Nova Fresh, and this is a Culture Uncut podcast, kicking it live on your FM dial. Can you still remember they used to say that?
Yeah. You was on the radio when you was on AM, so you.
I was on FM, dog. I was on FM, and I'm kicking it with here with the most wanted man in the United States of America, still on the run, one of two left escapees out of the NO penitentiary.
Yeah, free my dog Nova, man. But it's your boy Trey Pound, you know what I'm saying, president of Wet Lives Matter, because if it ain't wet, it don't even matter. I ain't got no theme music, but holla at your boy, Jay. What you got?
Oh, Lord, how do I come in on that? I should have practiced a whole intro, huh?
Yeah, you supposed to say, man,
it's
Jay.
Jay. My name's Jay. How y'all doing? Happy to be here. I'll work on the intro for next time. Okay.
Gotcha.
I ain't mad at it.
I'll get better. I'll work. She can't evolve. So what are we talking about today?
Man, Trey, how was your day? How was your day today, Trey?
Boy, it was a doozy. I ain't gonna lie, boy. It was one of them days. And I like to say, man, Thursday's a new Friday, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like kick my shoes off and unwind and hang out with the crew. But it's been one of them weeks, bro. I know it's heated on your end, boy. I've been seeing the news, man. They got Newsom versus Trump now.
Boy, it's going down, ain't it, with them two? It's going. It's I don't know, man. Maybe they need to square up in a ring and just swing on each other.
Fabulous. Well, he got to get Elon first. We hop into so much happened.
He already got beat up.
What happened last week?
He already got beat up.
He did. He had a black eye, didn't he?
Yeah, he got beat up already. How was your day, Jay?
It was good. You know, I wake up and feed my chicken. I'm waiting for my chicken to start dropping some eggs. I know that's like the highlight of my month right now. I'm ready to go out there and get an egg.
Are they old enough to drop eggs now?
Yeah, they got like 2 more weeks, maybe 3. I go out there every day waiting. Do I have to buy more eggs? I hope not. Yes, I'm ready.
She got a whole chicken coop.
Yeah, she maybe got them damn egg prices hit across the head. She like, man, I'm going to buy me some chickens.
Look, they're not as bad as they were, but I'm still glad I invested. So what they had, something was, they recalled like a whole bunch of brown, organic eggs, like 1 million of them just a few days ago.
Why they got to, you know what I'm saying, recall the black egg?
So you can't overcook the salmonella?
I don't know if it's salmonella. I'm saying salmonella. I'd have to research, but it's something where they saying throw your shit away. Yeah, I'm not throwing mine away. I know exactly where they came from, right there in that backyard.
So what's the protocol for like natural eggs? Is there like a protocol? Is anything you have to do?
When they're natural, they come out with like a natural membrane on the egg, right? So as long as you don't rinse it, it can stay on the counter for like weeks.
Oh, damn.
Straight up. Yeah, so by the time you get them in the grocery store, they've already cleaned them, rinsed them, all that. That's why their shelf life don't last as long. But these, like a natural egg dropped out of a chicken can sit on the counter and be there for weeks.
I say America is the only country that, you know, the eggs you have to refrigerate. Every other country you can leave eggs out.
It's a lot of stuff in America.
You know how America is.
We do a lot of
that dollar honey.
We do a lot of stuff backwards out here in America, man. You go to other countries.
What made you is that why you bought the chicken? Because of the egg prices, or you just like?
Well, no, we just bought a house like out in, I say country, but it's like in a county where you're not stipulated. You know, in the city, they have different rules as far as like livestock and all of that. So they had them on sale. Somebody told me about them right there at Tractor Supply, and I went and picked up some really for my girls, like. You know, a little project, the little bitty chicks, and they get to wash them and feed them, you know, learn how to take care of something. And now I got 6 full chickens back.
Grown chickens.
Nova said he like his eggs fertilized.
How you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized. Fried or fertilized. That's a song, bro. Shout out I can't think of that guy's name. He like, how you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized.
I wanted
a rooster, but they're too loud. My neighbors got mad.
But then you would have had more chickens, huh? Bro,
See, I'm trying to be
I'm
good.
getting HR, bro. I'm gonna have to call HR, dog. To call HR. Check gonna have HR here, dog. But
That's what they call it,
HR
right?
already.
yeah. But no, that's good though. That's good. At least something you can self-sustain. You take something off your table from having to go to the store and supporting the big farmers and the way they do things. So you know what you're getting, right? Is there a certain diet you put your chickens on?
Yeah, so it's like some of them have probiotics in it. When they get closer to land, like how they are now, because they're older, you want something calcium so that their egg can be strong. But this is my first time doing it. I'm still a novice, so I'm just reading about it and just hoping. I'm actually surprised they all still alive, to be honest. I'm just happy that everybody made it to adulthood. So I'll keep y'all updated. I'm sure I'll show the joy of the first egg.
What's the lifespan of a chicken?
I don't know, but I know they can lay from 3 to.
Yeah, she might be having, you know what I'm saying, one of them calls coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Chicken
You got
police
that
calling.
hotline bling.
I'm trying to do not disturb it, man.
The chicken police coming.
I'm America's most wanted. You say you're America's most wanted.
So I want to ask this question: when you gonna fry the chicken?
I knew it. That nigga that hungry, boy.
When they stop dropping them eggs. Look, they got a purpose, man. Look, you ain't out here making it happen. We finna make us
fry that chicken.
A roux. We gonna make us a ball. I'm gonna do some chicken stock, and I'm gonna go get some more little babies from. I know. I sound terrible, but I'm looking at the dog now. Yeah, it's a circle of life. It is.
Man, Nova ain't gonna make a full circle in Nova kitchen, boy. That boy, he's president of the big bats. He frying them up. He frying.
As soon as I get them from Tractor Supply, I'm frying them thing. Baby wings.
You gotta give it. Listen, look. I say, ooh, there's hawks around here. When we bring them out, the hawks start circling, right? And the girls are like, Mama, what about the I say, listen, that's 300 eggs a year. Y'all get my eggs back in that coop. Yes, that's how I look at them.
That's what's up, man.
Tractor Supply. I hate to see my dog Nova coming. They're like, damn,
I hate to see. Let me get that 4-piece. I come in that thing. Let me get that 4-piece, cuz. Get that 4-piece.
I want to ask Nova. You asked us how was our day?
Man, it's straight, man. It's another day, bro. LA going up. It's like eerily quiet, bro. I hear, man. The fields are empty. Like it's harvest season too, bro. It's a strange time going on in the middle of, like, at the beginning of harvest for like the strawberries and stuff. So y'all might experience a strawberry shortage. Just throwing it out there.
Your demographic ain't eating no fruits,
bro. Empty. I'm like, man, these strawberries are overgrown out there. But yeah, it's different, man. It's very different vibe and feel. It's kind of like almost like it's tense. It's tense. It's real tense.
So you feel like it feels like
it's a powder
right
keg.
Before something erupts.
We sitting on a powder keg. We definitely sitting on a powder keg from the protests that's going on, the struggle with the governor and the president, and then just the Hispanic community calling on other communities and saying, hey, where are y'all at? And then other communities are voicing back. Like, I mean, it's a lot going on, man. It's lot.
Tough.
Well, what do you mean the community is asking for other communities? What do you mean by that?
To get out, join them in their protest.
Get out on the streets, you know what I'm saying? Get boots on the ground.
Be visible with them. Be visible with them in the streets. Get out there with them.
What you mean? Hispanic people asking other people to come out?
Yeah. Other communities like Asians, Black community, the white community, they're asking everybody to come out and support. I mean, because you think about it, I've always said this, man, and I tell people, you can't walk outside with 100% certainty and say everybody that you point at is American. Like, what does an American look like? I keep asking people that. You know what I'm saying? This isn't just like a Hispanic fight. This isn't an Asian fight, a Black. This is everybody fight because it's immigrants from all walks of life, right? But California has the biggest demographics of Hispanics. So they got a large concentration. So that's going to be magnified even more because it's California and because of the large population of these people. And it could be felt instantly. So, yeah.
I think it's just one of them times where it's like, when you spoke about the tension. Like I was saying, like clips of like in Florida, like in other different like Hispanic communities where like construction sites and everything was just like empty, and people like I've seen like clips of like farmers asking them to like make some changes because they don't have, the bandwidth or the money because of the tariffs that started hitting them in the pockets to be able to support what's going on. But it's hard for us as a culture in our community to kind of embrace it when we start seeing all this stuff that resurface from the other communities of, like how they feel about us and when the nastiness that went behind like the voting and all the stuff that was going on, it kind of makes us like want to just pause and just like regather ourselves. And I think that's what I was saying on the last joint where I don't feel like this is a time to be like watching like that was disgusting for me to see them do a whole BET Awards in LA when they got like protests and everything going on out right outside the door. So I'm like, I can empathize with them like 1000%. But at the same time, it's just like, like we know like when we get out there, we going to jail. They finna make
the bullets coming.
Going to jail.
The bullets coming.
Fair, because let me tell you, I haven't heard anybody be called a thug. I haven't heard anybody be called an animal. I haven't. So for people to think that black people are supposed to come out there, we already know how it's going to go down if black people come out there. So honestly, that's kind of selfish. Yeah, that you want us to come out there because if we come out there, it's going to be 1,000 times worse. The brutality is going to be worse that's done to black people. Sometimes people got to pick up their own cross and bear it, man. So it's not a lack of empathy. It's not a lack of empathy, but everybody wants black people to come save them.
But my thing is,
sometimes you got to put in your own time, and then you'll have appreciation for why black people are the way that they are, and why black people move the way they move. Because people haven't had to do the same things that black people had to do.
We've been fighting this fight our whole life, though. That's the thing. Like, you're at this point now vocally because our ancestors laid that. Yeah, like they said it best, and it's not to shun. I'm not overlooking what's happening. It's tragic. It's tragic what's happening. What I'm saying is, you got a country to go to. Like, regardless of how bad it is, even at the deports, you got a country to return to. We don't have a country to return to. This is our country. So they just gonna kill us. They're gonna just shoot us. We come out there, they're gonna up the scope. It's really gonna go up.
That's what they want. We ready for the niggas to get out there, boy. We already know what time it is.
That's what they've been waiting for. But they took this opportunity. It was like, oh well, I guess those black people not coming out. Let's go ahead and make it happen here.
Because you have a country that you belong to. We don't even know what country in Africa we're from. So we're from America. Like, we come out there,
you're still out there with Mexican flags. You still know where you come from. You're in America fighting to stay in America, but you got a whole Mexican flag on you. Nothing against it. No lack of empathy. I'm just saying, to want black people to come out there and be brutalized because now you want some help.
They're gonna up the scope.
Yeah.
I
saw this one Asian female content creator or influencer or whatever she was, but she had put out a clip, and I thought it was kind of powerful. She was like, "How come nobody calling on like the Asian community? We had the same amount of a percentage of like our vote went towards that administration as well. Like, how come nobody calling on us to come out there and protest?"
Because black people always Captain Save-A-Ho terminology. Black people are always, baby, always coddling, helping, squeezing, feeding, loving, taking care of other people. It's really in our nature to be accepted. It's really in our nature to want to help others. Like, straight up, it's hard to do real dirty stuff around decent black people. It's just the truth. And they always assume that they could pull at our heartstrings. But if we sat here and we demonstrated before, y'all heard everything the man said. He made it clear, and you still,
you chose your fate type of deal.
What can you do? What more can you do?
It was like, 80% of blacks voted against this. 68% of Hispanics voted for this. So it's kind of like, man, it's touchy because it's like, man, I feel,
and then you would see like the nastiness of it, because it's also like a capitalist like mindset too, because you see like the wealthy like Hispanics are like they're cheering it on. They don't they don't care. And then you see like the poor Hispanics, we're like, yo, how could you like? You see the divide within their own community of how everything is shaken out. And that's where I want to go back to like a reset. I think like culturally, like, all right, well, they need to figure out, like them as a culture and community, and we need to do some figuring out as well and get ourselves together and start coming up with some legislations and policy that is going to help us out. And then maybe after, like you were saying, when everything like clear up, maybe let's come back to the table and figure it out. But I mean,
you can't want to be unified when you're hurting down and out. You get what I'm saying? Your unity needed to be there when you were doing well too, and that's when you should have showed the unity. Now you want unity once you're in need.
Y'all getting tear gas, bro, and rubber bullets. You interject black people out there, it's gonna
What's
be
happening
real
is
bullets.
wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, so
when you interject black people into this protest, it's no longer gonna be labeled peaceful. It's the bullets
animals,
gonna fly.
thugs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
but no, I thought you was gonna be on the ground at Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? Helping rile them boys up.
That's cold though. You just going to snatch these people up at their job. Come on,
That's crazy.
kindergarten graduations.
That's kinda
Mexican restaurants.
Yeah, that's
Come
kind of
on,
harsh, man. That's kind of heavy-handed. Like you know where these people are. You can go pick them up responsibly. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's the purpose. I think the purpose is to be heavy-handed. I think the purpose is to show force. I think the purpose is to instigate and to be ugly about it, to scare them, basically.
Scare them and others. Like, all right, so see what we're doing with them.
And see, this is a whole different. That's why it's like there is empathy for the Hispanic community, but what people don't understand that what's happening is going to eventually affect all of us. So they need to not just call on black people; they need to call on white people, Asian people. They need to call on everybody, because once he's able to do martial law, all our asses gonna be sitting in the house.
Like
this is not just like this is like American fight, right? This is a fight for everybody who.
Yes, this is serious. When you bring active duty troops into cities,
you think we're gonna get check stimulus again? I ain't missing out.
And do what with it?
I ain't missing out on this one. If they lock us up again, I ain't missing out on the stimulus check. That's all I'm saying.
What you mean? You missed out on the last one?
Yeah, I missed out on the what was that? What was the COVID check that everybody got for the businesses?
Miss out on it? Everybody got it. Who filed that tax?
The PPP. I'm talking about the PPP loan.
No,
that's what I'm going for.
Stimulus.
Like we need another PPP. We need another PPP.
Them people tried to take. They thought, let me tell you, the government's slow, but they go eventually get you. Don't think you got away with nothing.
I'm boy got away. Boy, I know some that got away.
They ride around Rolls Royces.
Once everybody,
they up.
Uncle Sam's slow, but he'll get.
I wish I would have took it. That's why I would have took it. They
Nova took it. He got away.
I ain't take it. Well, I wish I would have took it. Well, I'll be up. Well, I'm mad.
You'll be up on the IRS hit list, sucker.
No, man, I ain't get that PPP. You hear me? PPP.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Them boys rolled off into the sunset. Man, I know people that got. I went on that PPP loan list. Like they had the list. I typed in some people's names, and I'm like, boys got 200,000 saying they got a shoe shop.
The hell, you go on the people site typing in.
You can go. It's public. It's public knowledge. You can look it up.
You can type it.
Put people's name in.
He's the doggone podcast snitch. He going on there so he can find people's names and tell on.
If it's easy enough for us to find it, then you better believe a smart IRS agent gonna come knocking, and their ass is gonna be sitting in jail for some $25,000.
It's still free. I know a bunch of people that's still free that took that money.
It's coming.
They cut them IRS people, man. They got rid of them boys. They gutted them. Them the first people they should have fired though when they walked in. The IRS, they should have shut it down. That's the one department I was hoping they would have shut down.
Oh no, it ain't gonna be nothing we won't shut down. Even they cut the Department of Education and just moved the student loans somewhere else. Like, nah, cut that shit too. You get rid of all.
They coming to collect on that, boy. They started enforcing that on people, boy. The student loans, that's cold-blooded.
Oh yeah, they after that student loan.
And they say ain't no deferment.
Man, pay your student loan, man. Pay your $50 a month.
Boy,
pay your $60. You ain't have no problems. You ain't had no problem signing that promissory note, taking all that money.
That back, boy.
Now I just say this, man. Listen, with the whole that brings me to another topic. I know we didn't have this on a slot, but I talked about this today. We're so hell-bent on forcing college upon everybody. College ain't for everybody. Some of these kids need to go into trades. We need trades. We're short a lot of trades. There's nothing wrong with working trades. As a homeowner, When you call a plumber over, it's like $350 for the plumber to just come to your house.
Hey, boy, they got some they
that's
got some new stuff coming out going at the trade schools too now.
What they
I
got?
don't know if
What's that?
I'll send you the clip later. We'll talk about it on the next joint. But
Yeah, I'm
they
saying
they going at that industry as well. So
what they gonna do?
Really?
What the hell they gonna do with the trade?
Feel it.
I mean, if you look at who's mostly into, like, I don't know.
Well, right now, the people that's mainly into it and has taken it over and been successful at it is getting deported right now. So it's leaving it's already been a big gap. And if you're deporting that workforce that literally took over those jobs, those are great paying jobs that we gave away because we want to push our kids to get these college degrees and not realizing that being an electrician, being a plumber, a mechanic, carpenter, a masonry, outstanding jobs to have. Great jobs to have.
Firefighter, EMT,
Yes.
paramedics, all of that stuff you could be qualified for within like a year and a half. Yes. And
What
They
are
make a
what are
lot
y'all
of money.
thoughts on this? Like, in my mind, like, I'm big on not pushing a child in any direction and just like trying to figure out like creatively, like at a young age, like what they're into instead of like pushing them in any direction. You know what I'm saying? Even when they don't have it figured out, I would rather like I haven't been in that. I'm just thinking of myself when I was that age and didn't have life figured out. But just looking at my kids now and like the direction, like we kind of put them in things and they don't know what they want to do. Just kind of like explore like different like creative stuff that's gonna get their mind stimulated and see what they naturally are like good at rather than pushing them into anything. If that makes any sense.
what you mean as young as like kids, 6, 7, 8, or you mean like
Adults.
teenagers, 17, 18, 19, like moving into
New age parent, gentle parenting. Just let the kids raise themselves.
My kids.
That's not what he said. That's
Nah,
not what he said. No, I kind of gave him a little leeway to begin with, but when it looked like your little engine not chugging like it should, then I'm gonna go ahead and do some pushing because you need to be able to take care. Eventually, you need to be able to feed yourself. You need to be able to keep yourself safe, and you need to, like for my sons, y'all need to be able to take care of your family. So I was gentle at first. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? And then a woman, as women know how to guide without seeming pushy sometimes. If you have the gentle touch, that kind of guided people to a good direction. So hopefully we'll see. We'll see. It's still in progress. Still in progress.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking like cause my girl, my oldest, she graduated just now, and then my youngest, she's a freshman. So I'm thinking like around that time frame, start like trying to figure out, cause my youngest, she came up and she was like, kind of get discouraged because she see her oldest, so she know like she figure out her passion, what she love, and she still don't know what that is yet. So instead of like pushing different like pushing stuff on them when they like, all right, you said you done with school now here go a list of careers for you, figure it out. Start earlier before they approach that or figuring out what their passions are rather than wait till.
Take some dice out, put some jobs on it, and roll it.
A lot of schools have those innovative programs now where they can go to because one of my sons, he was able to be a certified firefighter through the state when he graduated from high school. And then another one, they have like a veterinarian program. There are ways to make it happen frugally, especially if you say she's like a freshman, you can see what kind of programs they have at the school. And that way she could try it out for free. Because I know some of these parents be going all in, and I just, till you show me you serious, I ain't paying no fees, no traveling, any of that. Show me that you really want to do it at the school or something like that before the investments get made. So I always let them do it at school first.
I hear that. Ain't mad at that.
They got to do something though.
Something you gotta do.
You either gonna pick it for yourself or I'm gonna pick it for you. You doing something. You're gonna be something in your life. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully you've watched me enough and I've instilled enough values in you to want to be something in life, right? To want to achieve something in life. Like because I think what we run into is we make it easier for our kids than we had. Right? Yeah, and sometimes they could be a curse because when you make it too easy for them, they know you always got them and they never leave the nest, So
I'm just thinking like naturally, like if you say, okay, I'm gonna pick it for you, then okay, yeah, you end up in a job where you can like, provide for yourself. But then some people end up in jobs and they trapped in a job, but they don't really like the job. They just doing it just to
you're resourceful.
just
Yeah.
in a
You
just in a
use their
hamster
job
wheel.
to get to the other job, but
But
you know
Yeah.
you got a
but if you
job.
don't, if they haven't developed the tools on how to learn to, they're gonna go into a job and be comfortable and not try to like explore what they're really passionate about. It'd be motherfucker walking around here 40, 50 years old, just working a random job, not because they passionate about their job, it's just because, I'm just doing it because to put food on the table.
I think if you have a passion, a true passion, you're gonna pursue it.
Yeah.
So maybe they just haven't found the one that gives them enough fire under them to make them
You know
change.
what'd be weird? You know what'd be weird though? Sometimes it's funny that we say that, but culturally we tend not to pursue our passions, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we don't have a financial cushion to pursue those passions. I always hear these stories, and I'll never forget. It was around when Joe Biden got elected. It was this liquor distillery in DC, and it was unique. They had made this bottle like for the first vice president. They had this bottle of alcohol, right? And it was like people were buying it up. And I read the owner's story, and it was like 3 white chicks. They were like, yeah, we quit our job as lawyers and decided to go full time into our passion. And I'm like, bro, that's about the whitest American story there is. It always like, yeah, I quit my job at a tech company. I was in a Harvard classroom with my friends, and we went back to the dorms and we decided to come up with Facebook. It's like, we don't have no story like that. We don't have no storyline where we was like, oh yeah, I was working for a Fortune 500 company as a executive, and I just quit one day and made this $1 billion tech company or a $1 billion liquor company. They always working in a lucrative job that they just be like, I got tired of that, and just, Trump, he got a small measly loan of $1 million from his dad and started a real estate empire. You know what I'm saying? Like they just, it's crazy. It's crazy how they make it seem so easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where they can just quit. They can quit and go into their passion. They're like, yeah, I quit and started traveling the world. I took like a year off and I just traveled the world and backpacked through Europe and all this stuff. And then I came up with this idea for these shoes called Toms.
Well,
Yeah.
they
If you
have
ain't got no
the capital
responsibilities, and you
to
can
invest.
go,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Your only responsibility is to backpack the world. Your mind gonna start going to some creative spaces.
Yeah, and it's like a black person they miss one day of work without no pay, and all the bills start piling up. They behind now.
Ooh, that's a whole nother subject. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just man, we're constantly working. Hopefully we get to a point where we build the generational wealth that one day our kids can go pursue those hobbies like that.
Right.
And be successful and grow from it. But right now, man, we got to get out there and grind. We can't just quit. And I know it's a lot us. I know it's things that we want to do, but we can't stop because we have, people depend on us.
Yeah, I mean, that's the purpose of life, right? Is like to serve others. Like a lot of people don't know what their purpose is in life, and they can look at a job and think that that's my purpose because I got salary attached to it. You can be a doctor and have this crazy salary, but if you got no purpose, then you empty. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I would rather like push our youth into like discovering what that purpose is at an early age, rather than waiting till like, I'm just going off of, when we talk about like trying to fix like heal generational curses and wounds and stuff like that, and you saying that like, we try to make it better because we knew how hard it was when we was coming up. And I think that's like natural, but you also gotta like instill like within that, how hard it was for you coming up. And if you have the resources, use your resources wisely and instill some of the damn, like some discipline and values to for your child to pursue their purpose, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's tough, man.
Issa Rae says they also have support because if no one sees your vision and wants to support you, you won't rise. I know this better than some. That's true. They do have a good support
Issa Rae
network.
just told you that?
Yeah. So the Dave's Hot Chicken guy, they just sold Dave's Hot Chicken for $4 billion.
Got all the chicken noodles.
I've
Dave's
never
Hot
been there.
And they say they started with $900 in the parking lot with a
You go
fryer
there
and a
every day. That's
table
why you
and a
know.
folding
It's
table
four.
and
It's
some
4 billion.
yeah. Like that's
Is
insane.
4 billion good? I've never tried it.
It's good. It's actually some good chicken. It's some good chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had
I
like they
That
listed
boy eat
invested.
gas station chicken and call it good, so you can't
Nah,
trust
Dave's
no.
hot chicken is good, bro. It's good.
some gas station chicken good, especially if you're in
Yeah, he ain't
Louisiana.
been in
I love
Louisiana. He ain't
fast
been in
food.
Yeah.
I've
Man,
been in Louisiana, man.
if I could hit a little casino at the convenience store and get some boudin, man, you gotta hit
He don't
them
know no better.
convenience store. Yeah, man.
Just like he don't know how crunk
I done
boomerang
been to that
was.
damn convenience store y'all talking about. It's good. Chicken is good, but they ain't like no.
If you knew
Man,
about it, that ain't the one.
No, he eat vegan, so you ain't gonna enjoy nothing in New Orleans.
I'm not
He
vegan.
eat vegetable. He eat plants
No.
and stuff.
See, I told you
Oh, you
niggas don't eat. When
vegan.
you talking about the strawberry, I'm not vegan, but when you talking about the strawberries and the shortage, I told you his demographic don't eat fruits and vegetables.
Yes, we
Every
do.
time you
Oh,
mention
okay.
a
So
fruit and
that
vegetable,
makes
he get hot.
sense why you said that.
He get
Okay,
mad
you
every time you
vegan.
mention anything about. No, I'm plant based, baby. Not vegan. That
Plant
means most of my
plant
diet
based.
is just plant. But I do my protein. I like to eat is fish.
So he fake.
Ah.
He
How's
a
that fake?
carnivore. He a carnivore because fish is meat.
See, that's what the big bad community do to you. They try to shame you when you got some type of any type of healthy doggone
That boy be like
lifestyle.
this. Look,
Boy, them big back be asking, boy,
he
they
be
be
having
like, boy,
fish ribs.
how
He be
dare
having
you?
fish ribs. He'll put a fish up top and then be cutting the rib under the bottom, sneaking the rib. Go on this only. He added me to his only his close friends on Instagram,
Why you trying to get
and
on my OnlyFans?
that boy was up there eating a pork chop.
I don't tell.
Shut up. That wasn't a pork chop. That was a fried mushroom.
Oh yeah. I ain't
There
mad
you
at it.
go. No, look, this is
Appreciate
what
it.
black people need to do. All black people need to get life insurance. And that way, there's a couple of guarantees in life. One of them is that you're going to die. At least when you die, leave your kids and your family some money. That's one way to go ahead and spread some wealth. The easiest way you can if you're not making a lot of money here on earth. At least go buy yourself a $20, $150,000, $200,000 policy. Do it today. Right
I got
now,
a policy
and give
on
it to
Nova.
one of your
He
kids.
keep eating all that dog on McRibs. He you know what I'm saying?
You're gonna have high cholesterol.
Hold on, man.
Put my
Listen,
policy
let's
in on
talk.
my dog real quick.
Have
Hold on.
y'all heard about that Chicago police officer that got killed by
Israel.
friendly fire?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Talk to us.
So last week, Crystal Rivera, 5-year veteran, the Chicago Police Department, they were in pursuit of a man with a gun, nighttime. He goes into an apartment. Her and a few other officers pursue him. They enter the apartment. He points a weapon at them, and she gets shot by another police officer and killed. And that's basically all they given.
So the guy that they was trying to apprehend, does he get charged with murder?
I think they finna throw books, nails, the whole prison.
And he
at
ain't
him.
even pull the trigger.
He ain't even pulled the trigger, but they gonna blame somebody. They're not even talking about who the officer was, where she was shot, none of that. But they know
That gotta be scary.
that she was killed by friendly fire.
That's gotta be scary,
Yeah,
right?
it's scary.
To kill your own. Like, how does one
Yeah,
do
that's
that?
scary.
What would you fault? Lack of training?
Lack of training.
Or
A lot of
what-
these newer officers have a lack of training. No situational awareness, impatience, overzealous,
Scary.
all of that. Scary, all that. They're
So
not
she was
built the
killed by her
same.
own partner, right? You said during a confrontation.
They didn't say, but it was one of the officers that were responding with her. Can you imagine that you get shot by your own people? We'll see what else come out. There's all this other stuff going on, so they I think they had a visual for it yesterday. But that's scary. That's like a officer's nightmare that you then they're trying to do, and you get killed by your own people. That's crazy.
Scary because we already know like it's scary and it's also like frustrating to see when you see the actions that they take when the shoe's on the other foot when it pertaining to law enforcement, like when they pardon all these doggone like people. They talking about pardoning an old boy who killed George Floyd, right? And like the people that they get behind, and then you have this sister who get killed, by our own partner. Like, where's Blue Lives Matter at? You know what I'm saying? Where's people who like, all right, where's the accountability and talking about like these high stressful situations that they're in, and there's no, like I said, there's no news on it. There's no visibility on it. There's nobody talking about it. And it's sad. Like
Let me tell you something. Police gonna do. They gonna protect their own unless it get too hot, and then somebody gonna take the fall. But it usually won't be more than one.
They're gonna be like, here,
But
put him in front.
yeah, you've been fucking up anyways. So here you go. Let's put you on out there. But
Sacrifice him.
yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, you've been messing up anyway. We're gonna put you out there. I'm trying not to curse. Anyway, no, that's
Now
scary because being out there, you in dangerous situations, and then you have to worry about the other officers too. That just creates a whole different realm of like fear that you got to deal with.
Right, it's
I gotta
already a
worry about you
stressful.
too. You
It's a
know?
stressful ass
Yeah, like
job.
that's
Like one of the
crazy
most
work.
stressful jobs in the country. And you know the people that you think, all right, at least I got my this is my crew right here. They got my back. That's the one that kill you. Like, golly.
Well,
Like, what
let's
protections
send
y'all got? Like, that's gonna go ahead.
our condolences to her family, and just hope they're able to satisfy her people. I guess that they
That's
feel some type
crazy,
of sense
man.
of justice because I'm
That's
sure it's gonna be
insane.
accidental, but that's what's gonna be said regardless.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely.
Friendly fire, huh?
How
friendly
did like
fire.
just so y'all know, Israel just attacked Iran, so stand by for retaliation from Iran. So they just
I
blew up the
think
capital of Iran.
you
Bruh,
know.
it's some shaky times we on right now, man.
Let me tell you. You know what? I'm gonna try not to be inappropriate. No, let's just. Whenever these men get too old and they don't work anymore and they don't have nothing else to do with themselves, then they start imposing their will upon others. And that's a whole bunch of old men mad at each other, trying to see who stick shake the biggest. And they just all this, but they all about to fight. Show that you can do whatever you want to do and nobody gonna do shit about it. So why not? We're talking
I
about
think they just need to
genocide in
have a
Gaza.
UFC fight. I think they just need to set up a UFC fight with all these dudes and let them fight each other.
That'd be
And
fantastic.
old man politician UFC fight, boy, that get 0 ratings. Boy, I ain't trying to see that, boy.
I'd watch it. You know what it looks
How
like?
about
It's a whole bunch of men walking around who should be like Louisiana people say at the old folks' home, sitting down somewhere eating pudding, but they out here running whole countries. They're supposed to be at the old folks' home. Y'all stay
So
away
I
from
guess
Donald. Y'all know he ain't right. Stay away from Donald. Get him his pudding.
hey Jay, we got you on, right? We gotta get a female perspective real quick on a couple things. You know what
Uh
I'm saying?
oh. Okay, let me see if I can be helpful.
All right, where you at with the, no been out of
What you mean? Didn't he get stabbed or something? Didn't he get hurt?
no, I'm talking about them two though.
Megan and Tori?
Yeah.
That girl was messing with him.
thank you.
She was messing with him, and
Thank you.
whatever went on between. Oh yeah, she was messing with. Ain't no doubt about it. And he still
Thank you.
liked her
Yeah,
because he
I mean,
protected her. He a simp. He should have snitched. I'd have told all her business after you tried to throw me under the bus. But he liked her. They was getting it.
man,
He might be doing something
Okay. What?
inappropriate. That's why he don't want to tell the whole story because she might say something like, "That's why he
that
like to
whole
be
story, all right.
pegged" or
We already know
something.
that
You
he
know, like
liked
he.
her. We already
Well,
know
what?
that he liked her and he liked the friend.
Well, what you asking specifically then?
Yeah,
You think
Trey.
he shot her?
What Trey?
Hey,
You
why
know
you
what though?
saying Trey?
I
I'm getting a
haven't looked.
female.
Listen, I haven't looked at the whole case file, so I'm going based on just the hearsay stuff that I've heard because I've never really
Mm-hmm.
looked at the case. But did he show prior like abuse towards her or to any women? Like to shoot a woman, that's kind
Oh,
of. I would think that sound more like some spat stuff. Maybe he was protecting
preach,
somebody else.
You know it
preach.
was his gun,
I
though,
don't
right?
know.
It
Man,
wasn't his
listen.
gun. They didn't say it was
You
his
know how many
gun.
people
They
I
just
pulled
gonna put
over
the
and they
gun.
claimed that it was somebody else's gun. That don't mean nothing. Like people,
Are you police too?
Don't worry about all
yeah,
that.
used to be. Yeah, that don't mean
That's why
Oh,
nothing.
she
there
off
we
People
go.
her.
can
Don't be out of police. Don't be out of
people.
feds. Oh my
Oh,
No,
God.
I ain't the police.
oh, that's not Jason's gun. That's my
They got me
gun.
on here with the
That's my
buzz, boy.
dog.
They
That's
trying to, hey,
Michael. Like
We
girl,
gotta wrap it up. I
you
gotta go, Trey.
17. You ain't got nobody dope. That ain't your stuff. Come on. Yeah,
all right,
people lie.
before we leave, it's Father's Day coming up. You know, it's our
Happy
weekend.
Father's Day, gentlemen. Happy Father's Day.
That's what you're gonna tell. That's the plans you got. What's your plans you got for your man? And what I'm saying, like, what plans
Look,
you
that
got for the
ain't none of
kings in
y'all
your life?
business. Oh, wait. Okay. So he'll be happy. He'll fall
Golly,
asleep well. I'll take good care
oh
of him.
dang. Know what that means, fellas? Hey, hope everybody else get a good night sleep too. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Nah, take me to a restaurant. Silk posted something that was so true. Silk said we don't want no underwears, we don't want no ties, we don't want no shirts, we don't want
What do you
no
want?
stuff for the barbecue pit. We want reservations at nice restaurants with a nice wait too.
Man,
That's
you
what we
can
want.
get fried chicken out of a gas station. You don't want no damn
Y'all
nice
don't
man.
want to get dressed up and go sit in no line at no
This
fruit
man
food
eating fried chicken out of
restaurant.
a gas station.
That's
He
what y'all
taking
want
no
to do
damn
for
night.
real?
Go ahead,
Yeah.
man.
We want to
For
be
real?
passenger. Yeah, we want to be passenger princess.
Man, that man ate a doggone fried McRib.
See,
You
that's
think
the
he care
problem
about
right
a dog?
now. That's the problem right now. Y'all trying to be princesses. Nah,
No, Prince. I said Prince.
Prince.
Yeah, right.
Prince. Okay.
Yeah, Prince.
Well, I hope
But
that you get the wonderful meal that you seek, sir.
yeah, I doubt it.
Whoever out
Before-
there watching who's sweet on Nova, he want a nice dinner. He want to get dressed up in reservations and feel nice.
Yeah.
There we go. I
That
put it
boy
out
just
there in
want
the
he want a
atmosphere for
catfish
you.
nugget sandwich. Yeah, hook my
That's
dog
all right. Take
up
him to
real
the
quick.
nice catfish nugget sandwich
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, exactly. All I'm
He
saying.
trying to go.
Taking a
Okay, y'all have a wonderful night. I enjoyed myself.
You got any parting words? Before we leave? Anything?
Thank you for the invite. I will be happy to come and see y'all again.
Thank you for pull up. We got more to go.
Yeah.
We got more to go.
Okay.
Since you're the police,
right.
I just want you to know everything I said was off record. You know what I'm saying? I know how
Oh,
y'all two get
you
quiet.
recorded, incriminated, and it's all on the record.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, these are stories. These are falsehoods just made up. That's all I got.
All right. Until
All right,
next time,
y'all.
we back Tuesday, y'all. And we out. Oh boy.